Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I come to the floor the last time I will address this chamber after 28 years in Congress. My goal as a member of Congress was to leave this place a little better than I found it. And I'm proud of what we have done. There are things that you're not going to see on Fox or MSNBC News. It's not going to rocket around the internet, but they are simple, common sense efforts to bring people together to solve problems. At the beginning of each Congress for the last dozen years, I've given each new member, hand-delivered, my thoughts about what they need to know to be able to navigate these strange waters in Congress. Together, we've been able to achieve some interesting things. As I say, items you don't see in the news necessarily, but made a huge difference. I'm proud of the work we've done with international water and sanitation that has resulted in millions of people having their lives saved and reducing the burdens on 140 million women who struggle to get water, often dirty water, for their families every day. I'm proud of the work I've done in terms of agricultural reform, because it's past time that we stop subsidizing a diet that makes Americans sick. I'm proud of the work we did in the midst of the pandemic to create the Restaurants Rescue Plan, 100,000 grants that's resulted in many independent restaurants that were able to stay in business. I'm proud of the work we've done with transportation and infrastructure to rebuild and renew America. Instead of having Infrastructure Week be a joke, we're actually doing it. I'm proud of work that I've done, for example, in terms of bicycling, symbolized by the bike lanes in the middle of Pennsylvania Avenue, making it easier for people to burn calories instead of fossil fuel and transform the face of our communities. I'm proud of the work that we have done dealing in terms of saving the lives of Iraqis and Afghans who put their trust in us when they were helping our people in those troubled countries. You don't have to believe in the wars. I didn't. But I worked to make sure that the men and women who were the drivers, the guides, the interpreters, were not left to the tender mercies of Al-Qaeda and the Taliban. And together we were able, with Senator McCain, Senator Kennedy, to pass a special immigrant visa that has resulted in thousands of these people who worked with us to be able to live, and in many cases, be able to seek safety in the United States. As I say, these are not things that people necessarily see in the news or on the internet. They're not going to raise campaign money for their goals using them, but they are the things that make the difference. And I guess my last piece of advice that I leave to the people that are coming in the next Congress is to focus on things that bring people together rather than divides them. Look for ways to solve problems rather than create new ones. Over the course of the last 28 years, I've seen this formula work, and I hope in the new Congress, people will employ it in ways that will make a difference. Heaven knows we need to do it. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I yield back.
The chair recognizes the gentleman from